Radio Rahim interviewing the king in Saudi Arabia, the Gypsy King, that is. You know, yesterday at the press conference, you made quite an entrance. Everybody applauded as they should. Did you hear Prince Khalid say that Saudi Arabia is going to be the next hub of boxing? They're going to take all the big fights off the table?
Well, that's very refreshing because yesterday when I was at the press conference, I was like, wow, what is this?
Yeah.
It was like a massive Las Vegas press conference for the world heavyweight title, undisputed. And I looked at it, it said Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. It was like, okay, well done. Congratulations. This was amazing. All the stars were there and they brought in lots of people, so they did a fantastic job.
Everyone was excited to see Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury in the same building. And then your brother, Tommy, who has seen you in the spotlight like this, is now in the spotlight himself. Would you regard this as big a type of show, production-wise, attention-wise, as you've been in?
This is pretty big for him, yeah. For him, it's the biggest thing ever. The world media are here, all the TV stations, everything's here, so it's as big as it gets, really. Doesn't get much bigger than this at all. So, yeah, at the early stage of his career, it's very, very big for him.
I would say, with the exception of maybe Lomachenko, an 8-0 fighter having this kind of attention and stage in the modern era is unheard of. You having been through it all, how do you help your brother keep the proper mentality to do the job?
The proper mentality is seek and destroy. That's it. There's no more. There's no like, or maybe I'm going to go in there and box the guy. He's got to go in there, knock the guy out. That's what he's got to do. Pretty simple job. Guy can't get out of the way of punches, and Tommy can hit really hard. So get in there, get him knocked out, and get out. Get out of there.
Now, Jake has said...
In the trade, we call it getting paid and getting laid.
Okay. Well, hopefully mean laying out.
You can think of it any way you want.
Jake Paul. But Jake says that Tommy can't punch.
Okay.
Where's he making his mistake?
He will find out tomorrow night then, Sunday night, because it's... I know for a fact that he can punch, and I know that he's knocked out 90% of the people that he's ever messed with, sparred, trained with, everything. So he's a very, very big puncher. And here's one thing. I think it's going to be a inside the distance knockout, and I've got a heavy bet on it as well.
You got a heavy bet on it? How heavy are we talking?
Not in the millions, but like I've got £100,000
Really?
to say that it's going to be a knockout inside the distance, and I got 3-1, so that's tax free, 300k. That's not bad, is it?
Have you picked a round?
No, just inside the distance, 3-1.
Now, so technically, okay, you say Tommy's a big puncher, but, Paul's been able to knock guys out as well. Where does Tommy's technique beat Jake Paul?
I'll ask you this question. You probably know the answer to it. We all do. How many boxers has Jake Paul fought?
Well, none.
Say no more.
People have questioned Tommy's heart. They have questioned even, again, his skill. Though he's a boxer, he hasn't faced...
Ask the question again.
Yeah.
What has Tommy ever done to be questioned over his heart?
Whether or not he really wanted the fight. Did you goad him into the fight by trolling Jake Paul a little bit? And was he bullied into...
Was it hard to take the fight, you mean?
Yeah.
So I'll let me just break this down a little bit.
Yeah.
So Tommy's had 8 fights. He's getting paid like $4 million for an 8-round fight. Like, how would you have to goad somebody into that?
Well, it's been 2 years in the making, Tyson.
I know, but we've had COVID. We've had a lot of stuff, haven't we? Tommy had broken ribs the first time. Second time, he was chucked out of America. He couldn't get back in. And here we are in Saudi Arabia, finally throwing down for all the big dollars. Like, if this was for the Undisputed Light Heavyweight Championship, would these guys be getting this type of payday? I don't even think so. So this is pretty big for him. And, Jake Paul's never fought a boxer. Tommy's never been on a stage before, that's a fact. Although Tommy did box on my undercard at 94,000 people at Wembley last time out against Dillian White, so that was pretty big too, bigger than this.
Now, yesterday I asked Jake Paul if he can't beat Tommy Fury, can he admit that he's just a celebrity boxer? And he said, yes, I got to beat this guy to establish myself as a true boxer.
Yeah.
In the same regard, Tommy's absolutely a true boxer, but he says he's here to win championships. So if he can't beat Jake Paul, is he out of the running as a contender?
Yes, for sure. Like Jake Paul admitted, if he can't beat Tommy, he's not a boxer, he's a celebrity type person, an entertainer, which is no harm in that. That's fantastic, getting paid, getting laid, buying nice stuff, and enjoying life. So what's up with that? But if Tommy can't beat Jake Paul, then Tommy doesn't have any right being a boxer either.
Now, you famously said, nor does he have any right being a Fury. I know you know how to sell a fight, but you wouldn't really disown your brother.
He's getting disowned. Don't you worry about that. Disowned. Nah, listen, Tommy knock him out. 100%. There's no one doubt in my mind. I see all these boxers, like all these so-called top boxers, picking Jake Paul to win. I'm not sure if it's jealousy because they don't make money and Tommy's making millions in his 8th fight, or if they're really deluded that much.
Odds makers are often spending a lot of money on guys like you who bet the underdog.
Yeah.
Where do you think that what do you think they are thinking that has Tommy as the underdog?
I don't know. Maybe Jake Paul has seen something that we all haven't. I don't know, but we'll find out on Sunday night. But my money is on Tommy for the knockout.
And lastly, have you given Tommy anything in his arsenal that he hasn't used before? Something special for Jake Paul?
Yes. Tune in and find out.
Radio Rahim with the Gypsy King. We are going to find out the truth.
Sunday night, baby. Saudi Arabia.
That's right. The truth, the King, Radio Rahim, the Gypsy King, Tyson
Peace out.
Fury.